All right, if we know Troy Weaver, we know that he's not afraid of trades. So we've got 4 trades that we're going to run through, see if we do it, see if the opposing team would do it. So first one, Craig, is the Jazz and Pistons. So check this one out. The Jazz would get Jerami Grant and the 5th pick. We get Rudy Gobert. Thoughts on that one?
Yeah. We came in hot on this video. I
Woo.
like that. Like, you're just throwing heavy ones. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, they're never going to do it, you know? And like, here's the thing. Rudy Gobert is about to get paid, or has gotten paid. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be a lot of money into his almost mid-30s, pretty much. I think a lot of people would say the Jazz wouldn't do it. And I would say, I don't think the Pistons would do it. I think if you're going to trade away the number 5 pick in Jerami Grant, it's going to be in a sign and trade with DeAndre Ayton. Like, I really do think that's what that looks like. I think Gobert is going to be one of those guys who's making close to $45 million in the final year of his contract as he has diminished skills. And I just have to say, like, while I love his defensive presence, oh my goodness, there's weird stuff going on around Gobert. Like, he's a good player, not the high flyer. Has the issues with Donovan Mitchell. He had the whole like apologizing for not realizing how serious COVID was and spreading it to a bunch of teammates. And like, there's just a lot of weird stuff going there. Like, if we did this trade, like, I have to trust in Troy. I wouldn't be thrilled. I really wouldn't.
Well, we know that the number 5 pick, we're not like out of it on that. When I just don't like throwing that number 5 pick away into the wind like that. We can get a good player there, like a really good player. So I don't like it.
It feels like Gobert's a good player, but you have to pay him too much. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, hit me with the next one. The next one,
oh, you see him right there, Mr. Beasley.
Is it? Oh yeah. So Kelly Olynyk and the 46th pick is what we'd send over to the Timberwolves, and they'd get Malik, and we would get Malik Beasley. Your thoughts on this one, Craig?
Yeah, I mean, I would do it all day. Like, I would run to the trade booth so fast. It's unbelievable. Like, I mean, I might get whiplash. I would accept this trade so fast. Malik Beasley would be a really good, fun guard to pair next to Cade. I think he can play the 2. He can play the 3. He's a very good shooter, has no problem getting his shot off under any circumstance. I just don't understand why the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team on the precipice, would do the trade. Like, why get an aging Kelly Olynyk and a throwaway pick? Second round picks are worth nothing.
That's right.
They really are. Like, it might be Kelly Olynyk and 4 second round picks for Malik Beasley. I don't know. I don't see why Minnesota would do this. Like, I like the article here on Fansided, but I think the next 2 are a little more reasonable. I just don't see why Minnesota would do this trade.
No,
I'd do it.
You can go to the next one while I just talk about Kelly Olynyk real quick. I think he's a guy that I don't think any other team out there, because we watched him and how he just had a bad year. I don't think anybody else is going to be like, you know what, I see stuff in Kelly Olynyk. Let's go. That's not going to happen. The next one, Trailblazers get Jerami Grant. All right, let's go.
Damian Lillard's buddy.
Yeah, that's fine.
By the way, did you know Damian Lillard, I believe, is going to be 32 this year?
Yeah,
not
dude,
young.
What?
I thought he was younger.
Okay, that's another video. Some aging superstars that we just pretend are not aging. They're getting older.
Yes. Okay.
What are we doing? We get Eric Bledsoe and the 7th pick. How do you like that one?
Yeah. I like it. And not for Eric Bledsoe. I like it for the 7th pick. You know, Eric Bledsoe is the salary filler. I don't know what he has left. I know just 2 or 3 years ago, he was a very effective player. I'm sorry, 2 or 3 years ago, he was an effective player. 3 or 4 years ago, he was a very effective player for the Suns. I think there's some things there. He always relied a lot on strength and athleticism to do and play his game, and that's starting to fade. He's aging too. So he couldn't find a rotation spot very much in Portland. Not that I watched a lot of Portland games this year. Let's be honest. Why would you? But he might be able to find a spot coming off the bench for, 15, 20 minutes a game. So, I mean, he could be somewhat helpful in that spot, maybe like what Frank Jackson is currently holding. But I like the number 7 pick. Like, and if you're telling me you trade Jerami Grant for the 7th pick and we have pick 5 and 7, I like that. I just don't know if Portland would do it.
That's what you love, having Troy Weaver with a number 5 and number 7. Like, all right, Troy, what do you get? get weird with
something.
this. And it's like, that is what is just, yeah, I would love that 7th pick. So this is a good one.
All right. So we've got these. We're feeling pretty good. Let's go to the final trade here. And I don't know why I know why he's there. So this is a multiple trade that's going on.
So just like we were talking about, you give Troy Weaver 5 and 7.
Yep.
He turns that around and takes the number 2 pick from the Thunder. Would the Thunder do this, Craig?
Why would they?
Come on, because they're like, we want to help you, Detroit.
We don't have enough picks. We want more. I mean, like, they have like 17 first-round picks in the next 6 years or something ridiculous like that. That might be an exaggeration. But, like, they have so many first-round picks. It is hard. I think we've proven this year by dropping from 3 to 5 how hard it is to get a pick where you can get an absolute elite player. And you want an elite player. Not only that, but in Oklahoma City, they're going to have an elite big man available to them at number 2. Why would they not? Why would they not do that?
Yeah, and you play all year, or just for a chance at a top 3 pick. You're there. You got number 2. You're gonna get the player you want. You just stay. But hey, crazier things have happened, and yeah, it says right here in this first line of this paragraph, is there anything more than that Sam Presti loves than hoarding draft picks? So if he's just like, hey, let's keep building, you never know.
Obviously there's the relationship there. There's the relationship there with Weaver, but like here's the other thing that I will say, there is a world in which this happens. I think that we have these big 3, right, with Holmgren, Smith, and Banchero, and everybody is saying they're the big 3. I think your 4 through 7 guys, when you're looking at Ivy, I don't know if you include Sharp, but Ivy, Mathurin, and Keegan Murray, when I look at those 3 guys, you could even think about throwing Jalen Duren in there if you wanted to. I don't think they're that far off.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Presti thinks to himself, like, actually, my favorite player in this draft is Keegan Murray, and I can get him at number 5, and I can get Mathurin, or I can get Jalen Duren, and I can get our center for the future in our 4. And we already have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort, and I feel good at our guard spot. So I just want to get 2 big men to go with them. And he starts feeling good about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I also know that I feel so good about guys like Mathurin and Murray and Ivy that I don't know that I'd even want to give up 5 and 7. Like, I know that sounds weird, but do I want to give up 5 and 7?
Exactly. And that's where dude, it's going to be crazy. And that's, let us know in the comments your thoughts on these trades, because some of them, I think at first Craig's like, no, but it's like, well, actually, if you did that, you kind of think through it.
Think about it.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. If you like these trades, if you have a trade that you think should be good for us and one that we should consider. And
we'll talk about any trade you want on here, right?
Trades are, because he's going to make one. Weaver's going to make some trades, so we love it.
Did you hear it? I'll say this in another video too, but did you hear him quoting on how to build? They said, how do you feel about building a team through free agency versus trades? The first sentence out of his mouth was, I like trades.
I like
and then he said free agency can be a little tricky. So I think he's one of those guys that would rather do a sign and trade or a trade rather than just going and overpaying a guy in free agency. And free agency is hard. You're bidding against so many teams that you have to pay. You have to overpay. And when you do trades, you might be able to get rid of pieces you're not going to use. And what comes back is a guy who's paid correctly. Yeah. And you can do that or pick. So I like it.
Absolutely. No, we love it. Let us know. Subscribe, and we will see all of you on the next one.
See ya.